Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Christelle. I am a brow artist and esthetician, and this is my first video. So for 2022, my goals were to create more videos, create more reels, and that is exactly what I'm doing today. So today I'm going to show you guys how I tinted this beauty. She's a client of mine, and we're going from, typical blonde brow tone to a nice chocolatey brown color. So here you'll see that I'm just cleansing her brows. You just want to get a really good cleanse to make sure you're removing any oils, makeup, or anything that could prevent the tint from staining. So here I'm just tracing her brow with a white pencil. There's a couple of reasons why I do this. One, it allows me to see exactly where I would like to stain or tint her brows. And then it also lets me know where I want to wax her brows. Another reason is because using a white paste, it helps prevent the tint from bleeding onto the skin, which will give you a nice, cleaner, sharper looking brow in the end. So I'm now starting to tint her brows. I like to start at the tail of the brow because, in my opinion, by the time I'm done tinting her, the tail of the brow, because I started there first, will be darker. And then as I gradually get to the middle of the brow, that'll be more like, a medium shade. And then by the time I get to the front of the brow, it'll be slightly lighter than the rest of the brow, giving that ombre look. So everybody has their own techniques on how they like to do this. For me, starting at the tail and then moving to the middle and then doing the front of the brow last works for me. But again, everybody has their different technique. There really is no rhyme or reason to it on who's right or who's wrong. It's really just what works for you and what is comfortable. So as you work on the brow, you're just gonna want to come in with a Q-tip to clean up any messes on the skin that's outside of the shape that you want. So for me, the Q-tip typically helps create that shape, making it nice and crisp. Again, you don't want sloppy lines. So as you're working, just constantly keep going through with the Q-tip just to clean it up and to make sure that the brow is in a nice shape. So now I'm just coming in just to clean up the front a little bit more and to sharpen up the brow shape. As you can see, most of the brow is dark, and then when I get to the front, it's just very faded, really light, which will give her a nice natural brow look by the time we're done. I'm going to speed up this section a little bit more, just so you'll be seeing me work a little bit faster. I'm typically doing the same thing that I did on the other brow with this brow. I am truly a right-handed person, and it is hard for me to work on this side of the brow for whatever reason, just because of the angle. So you'll see me work from the front. Sometimes I'm working from the back. But it just helps me make sure that brows are even as I'm working on it. So here you can see that I'm using more of a stamping method. I just want to make sure that I am truly getting that tint onto the hair. I'm getting it onto the skin, so it provides a nice skin stain. And once again, I'm using my Q-tips to keep the shape, making sure that the skin is clean and I get some nice, crisp, clean lines by the time I'm done with her service. So I'm used to working with henna a lot, so I tend to find myself applying tint like henna. Henna is a lot more of like pressing and stamping versus swiping. So again, I still feel like this gives a really nice stain by the time that we're done. So of course I am cleaning the brows with a Q-tip just to make sure those lines are looking nice. Okay, so now it's time to remove the tint. And ooh, child, I swear, sometimes when you remove tint, you're like, whoa, it's dark. But I promise you, it's not. Just keep wiping it. I like to start with a dry cotton round, and then if I feel like I want to diffuse it a little bit more, I dampen it with some water, and I continue to wipe the brow, and you'll see that it's just turning into a beautiful chocolate brown color. I really do like the way it came out. So now I'm just combing the brow. Sometimes with tint, it could be a little bit blotchy, or you'll notice certain areas that dried more than others. So by brushing it, it just helps to blend in all the areas and to remove any excess tint. So here I am now waxing her. I love waxing after tinting because it just gives the brows a cleaner, more crisp shape. In this case, I am using Star Pill Star Soft Clear Wax. It's a wonderful wax for people with sensitive skin. I find that it leaves my clients less red than if I used a soft wax. So I definitely recommend this wax for anybody that's interested in it. It doesn't have any dyes. It doesn't have any fragrance. So again, it's really, really good for those with sensitive skin. So now I'm just wiping the other side off. Same method as the other brow. Oh, my client had to take a phone call. But she's back. She's back, guys. So here I'm just cleaning this brow a little bit more because as she got up, I wasn't necessarily done wiping her and the tint oxidized. As oxidization is where like the tint just gets a little bit darker because of the oxygen in the air. So sometimes even when you wipe a tint off of someone's brow, you'll notice the color changes after a few minutes as it continues to sit on the skin and oxidize. So right here, this is where I was telling you I like to comb through the brow to make it more even. If there's any sections that are dry or clumpy, taking a brow or mascara wand through it will help make the brow look more diffused and even. So I don't think I mentioned earlier, the tint that I use is Browcode. I love it. It's by Melanie Maris, the Browcode brand. In this case, I mixed light brown and natural brown, a 1-to-1 ratio, to create the color on her today. So again, I am just waxing her with a Star Pill Star Soft Wax, and you can see like she's barely red at all. And as I apply it, it's just a nice thin wax that allows me to get really close to the border of her brow, and it like picks up even the smallest hairs. So it's one of my favorite hard waxes to work with. Yeah, and this beauty, she's working. She's on her phone. I think she's in a Zoom call right now. So listen, I give it up to all my boss babes out there that are working, but still know to prioritize and get your brows done. So a brow shape and tint typically takes me about 30 minutes to do. Again, I tint first. Depending on the color that you want, you know, I leave the tint on them for maybe a good 8 minutes. I think in this case, I left the tint on her for 8 minutes. And then after the tint is done, I'm now waxing her, and the shaping part probably takes me, I don't know, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes to wax her full brow. I just love the way this color is turning out on her. Oh, she's got a call again. But she's back. And I told her that I am pretty much done with her. So I was just really trying to finish up her service so she can get on with her business. Right now, I am just using a highlighter pencil to highlight under her brow bone. This just defines the brows more. It makes them pop. It's just a beautiful way to end the service. And here I'm just using my Morphe brush. I don't remember which one it is, but it's a flat brush. And I'm just using that to blend in the highlight under her brow. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with her brows, just cleaning up a couple of things. I think I noticed a couple of brow hairs that I just wanted to clean up. But overall, I am absolutely in love with how the color came out on her. She loves her brows dark, and she just gives me like Cara Delevingne vibes. I don't know. I love it. But thank you guys for watching. This was my first video. Please subscribe to my channel. I do plan to do more videos like this. Thank you.